Okay, we might have a few more people coming in, but I'll get started. So my name is Maritza Monzon. I work here at College of the Canyons in the International Services and Programs Office. I don't know if this might be your first time coming to one of these info sessions. Today we have special presenters from the Rennes School of Business in France. So I'll do a bit of an intro about what our office does for you guys and the types of programs available, but then I'll have them take over and tell you specifically about Rennes and their programs and how you can complete your BA in France with them, if you guys wanted to. So for us, this initial slide that I have up is a little bit of an overview, and you see Francis here at the bottom. There are our featured guests today. So we have really three different kinds of options for you. We have exchange programs, which these are one-on-one exchanges with partners abroad. Generally, they're tuition free. So there's limited spacing, but this is a really great opportunity if you kind of want to reduce the cost of going. This you may have some transfer credits may apply. We work with you on figuring out if you have any credits that you could potentially transfer back, or if you just want an experience. We work with you on that before you go when you select these programs. And I talk about possible transferring back because one is like this program in Japan in Nagasaki. I can tell you for sure that you'll be taking Japanese classes while you're over there, but COC does not offer Japanese language classes. So for sure that class will not transfer back to us. However, we have had students go, and just because credits don't transfer back to us, don't mean they can't transfer back to your next institution. So the previous students that went last time, they ended up, I think, transferring some credits over to their four-year institution after they were done with us. Now, the other types of programs we have are with partner universities where students still pay tuition, but there is some sort of tuition reduction or maybe a little bit of a scholarship involved because we work directly with these universities abroad. And these, we have many different partners, and they can range anywhere between like 10 days, maybe like a 2-week boot camp over the summer, or you might want to go for a whole term during the summer, a winter term, or possibly a semester. And the same with these is like we look at what classes you still need here in the TOC, what classes they offer. They might even offer some internship opportunities abroad. And we see what's a good match for you and whether or not you want to have an experience or you want to really have more focus on transferring credits back to us. And so we can work on that with you here. Now, the transfer abroad option, like Rennes, we'll be talking a little bit more about this, is that our partners abroad will take COC credits, and that way you can, after you complete your AA here, you can transfer to that university abroad and finish. So with Rennes, I'll do a little overview. I know we do 2+1, 2 years here, 1 year there, but they'll tell you more details about that. Just to show you a quick overview of some of the options with each of these categories. Exchange programs, we have a few coming up for the spring, a few deadlines here that I've already gotten that information. So if you're interested in going abroad, tuition free, reach out to our office. Our emails on here is isp@canyons.edu. So we have deadlines coming up September 27th and then October 15 for a program in Prague and program in Spain. The other ones I'm still working on getting the final details, but I think that most of the deadlines will be around October or maybe like November 1st. That's usually the case with most of our spring programs. Now, partnership programs will vary, different lengths, different different deadlines. So that if you're interested in one of those, I would say check out our website to see what the options are, see what programs you might be interested in, and then come in and schedule a meeting with me. We can go over the options with you. The transfer abroad, start thinking about this early. I think a year before you're about to graduate from COC, it's good to start looking at the options and see what would be good for you for completing your major, for completing your BA abroad. The last thing is we have these winter options coming up. So if you're interested in going for like 2 weeks over winter break, we have one in Prague, and then we also have one in Florence. And so you see costs vary a little bit depending on how long you're there, but it's really under 3,000 for tuition. And this one's under 3,000 for tuition, housing, and everything. This one would be about the same, about 3,000 to 3,500 for the program. So if you're interested in any of these during winter break, also let me know. And then I'll have a preview. This is for the options for this past summer that just passed. I don't have the summer options yet for 2025, but I just wanted to show you really quick because these don't change much. And so if our application deadline was May 1st, 2024, chances are it'll be May 1st, 2025. And so I just wanted to get you a little bit of a heads up on, start thinking about the winter, the spring, the summer, if you're interested in going abroad. These are some of the 3 options that we had this summer, and these will be available as well next summer. We might even add more options then, but once that's available, I'll send it out to you guys. Now, last thing with most of these programs, how you apply is you have to have, first, there's a GPA requirement, 2.75 through 3.0. If you're doing the tuition-free options, you definitely need a 3.0. If it's not tuition-free or there's no scholarship component to it necessarily, then we can do a little bit lower, like 2.75. You need an essay anywhere between 500 to 1,000 words. Financial statement just showing that you have enough to cover. And this could be a personal bank statement, something from your parents, or someone that's helping you fund this program. This will also a financial aid statement. I have students work directly with the financial aid office so you can see what your aid package looks like and what you could potentially do. We need, of course, a copy of your passport. So if you're thinking of going abroad and you don't have a passport, start applying now. Sometimes those take a little longer than you expect. Last, you get an interview with the dean, and if everything goes well, then we start working on your visa applications to get going. And then that's it. Everything comes in through the ISP email. But of course, if you have any questions about this, then you can always email us. It's isp@canyons.edu. And then that's basically everything I have on my end. Any questions so far before I hand it over to Rennes? All right, no questions. That's okay. No worries. We'll also have a Q&A at the end. So if you are thinking about questions or you want to put them in the chat, I'll be monitoring that as well. But here, I'll present my partner, or our partners from Rennes. They'll take over and start talking about their programs and how you can benefit from completing your BA in France. In English, by the way.
Yes. Thank you very much, Maritza. And welcome to all of you. Thank you to attend our presentation. So I am Aude Leclerc from Rennes School of Business. And I am with Monica, my colleague.
I'm Monica from Rennes School of Business as well. And today we're going to discuss about Rennes School of Business. So Aude is going to take the lead and explain you most of the benefits and all the information about the school. And then I will talk about the programs and the great agreement that we have with College of Chemists. Okay.
Thank you, Monica. All right, so we're talking about Rennes School of Business, which is in France. It would be the opportunity for you to study a full year, 2 semesters in France. So what about France? Of course, very renowned for its gastronomy, its good wine, good cheese, and lots of pastries. Its luxury brands and luxury boutiques like Cartier, Louis Vuitton, especially in Paris. We have, of course, these highlights of architecture and historical patrimonia like Notre Dame and Versailles. Of course, we do have lots of castles, not only in Paris or Versailles, but in Loire Valley and a bit everywhere in France. It's a country with high reputation of excellence, of strategic, games and history of printing, lots of history. Rennes School of Business is actually located in the northwest part of France, just south of Normandy. And we really have beautiful coastline with beautiful beaches, beautiful water. Looks like Caribbean. It's just not the same, degree and temperature in the water. But yeah, it's still beautiful. This is Saint-Malo. Saint-Malo is just 45 minutes by car away from Rennes. So it's easily accessible by train, by car, and it reachable very fast. This is Mont Saint-Michel. It's only an hour and 15 minutes by car from Rennes. And of course, because we are surrounded by beaches and coastlines, we have tons of seashells and some local gastronomy as well. You know, sweet ones and salty one like galette, crepes for the sweet, and Quillerman with lots of butter in it. So the city of Rennes. Rennes is really well known being a student city, full of life, lots of universities, lots of schools, and private or public, and lots of scholars and faculty teachers as well. This is the city hall of Rennes. It's a beautiful architecture, old pavement, as you can see. This is the old city, which has not been destroyed, you know, during the Second World War. So we are really lucky, and we still preserved lots of beautiful facades and building and historical architecture. And we have this great quality of life. We have the river, so you can also have little boat rides and just lay down by the river. This is the theater. Lots of culture and festivals, big into music as well. So overall, higher education in France. We have universities and we have Grande École, and Rennes School of Business is actually benefiting from both in the system. It belongs to the Conférence des Grandes Écoles, so it's a professional association of many private institutions, 237 exactly, authorized by the French Ministry of Higher Education and Research to award state-recognized diplomas. So Rennes School of Business is in the top 10 top management school in France, private one, yet serving a wide purpose of higher education. And it's authorized, of course, to award diplomas recognized by the Ministry of Labor and Ministry of Higher Education. So it's a non-profit status with interest public, but yet it's a private school. Rennes School of Business has key you know, values and strategic angles. So we are well known for excellence and recognition, international values, great and active student life, proximity, close proximity to the business world, and of course the really interesting portfolio of programs we'll talk to you about. We are a triple crown school. That means we benefit from 3 major accreditations worldwide, well known, like ACSB, EQUIS, and AMBA. We provide an executive MBA in our school, Master in Business Administration as well. So that's why we're AMBA certified. And this is a guarantee of excellence because it's only 1% of the world's business school that have it. And in international rankings, we are getting up. So in Financial Times or QS, our ranking is improving every year. In terms of research, we have from our faculty lots of teachers and researchers, and they do publish scientific, world-renowned publications. Nearly 25% of scientific articles are rated up to A+. So we have 5 academic areas: finance and accounting, strategy and innovation, management and organization, marketing, supply chain management, and information system. So what does that mean? That means that there's lots of research around these topics, lots of publications that we publish, and it's actually a fruitful effect to the teaching itself. In your classroom, you will have great faculty teachers that really are expert in these subject matters, or who know expert people in the corporate world. They will invite them, you know, to talk about such and such finance, marketing strategy. So this is really all leaning towards excellence. We have also 5 research centers serving the major challenges facing companies: agribusiness, AI-driven business, green digital supply chain management, rethinking tomorrow's organization, and financial market and corporate outcomes. In terms of international value, Rennes School of Business is very international. It's our main DNA. It's since its creation, geared towards you know, abroad and the international background. So it's unique, multicultural experience, and for you, it's really allowing you to give a career boost and international boost. So we have you know, alumni and students from all over the world, in all continents, and they seem pretty happy. So we also have a good set of values, of course, and internationalization, our school culture and values. Lots of corporate and social responsibility, CSR, you know, momentum is present in our values, and we want to really train future leaders and future managers to create an impact and a change in this world. So we want to teach you all about impactful CSR, you know, organizations and durable values. So 100% of our programs enable you students to learn about corporate social responsibility on the job, and in the context of projects carried out on behalf of companies and civil society players. And of course, our motto is unframed thinking. So we want to incite you to think outside the box and to have a kind of an unframed thinking, to understand, learn, and act differently. Student life, well, you will have the possibility, going on a website, to look at many videos and reels and video testimonials from our students from all over the world. But pretty much, what is our life at Rennes School of Business? We have the main campus in Rennes. It's the second best student city, Rennes, in the whole country of France. Judged by the quality of life, the excellence of academics and faculty, and the diversity. So it's very interesting to be in Rennes because it's very dynamic, multicultural, and lots of things to do, yet at a human size, you know, scale. Paris, of course, we have a campus in Paris, in the heart of Paris, on the 9th arrondissement. So it's at the capital's beating heart. And our campus in Rennes have at least 4 buildings and a 5th one, upcoming one, but I'll tell you about that, the future housing facility. So we have all kinds of facilities, of course, cafeteria, outdoor terrace, sports and clubs, sports fields, student clubs, and an easy access by all transportation to the city center. It's green, as you can see. And we do have 4 buildings. This is the outside terrace. That's the historical main building, the building number 1. You have inside an alley with all the student association. This is the building 2. with lots of classrooms and the incubator. You have a sports field outside one. That's the B3 we can see, and that's back to the B1 again. This is some screenshots of the inside. So that's the cafeteria, yet also co-working space. You can have events over there. You can work. You can eat, discuss, debate. And you have this big alley with palm trees inside. It's a bit exotic, with lots of student associations. Oops, I'm sorry, I went too fast. So we have 4 buildings, and the 5th one is actually a compilation of future apartment buildings. It's called the Constellation, and it's opening in the next academic year for September 25. It will comprise 520 studios and at a very, very good competitive price of accommodation for monthly rent, 650 euro a month. It will be all brand new, modern, and very very convenient, because right on site, right on campus. We also have a modern campus in Paris, at the city center, like I said, near the Opera, on the 9th arrondissement, and you have a terrace. The building right behind, it's Google France. You have a little peek at typical classrooms. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you about the student support. We have a student care department dedicated to really welcome the student, help the student throughout all his program, and we have a buddy program. It's called Aloha. So we also have fairs. Aloha organizes some fairs and info sessions. We have also within this department a well-being center, and of course accommodation and visa office service and support service. The monthly cost of living at Rennes is pretty much going from 800 to 1,000 euro a month, and it's all included: accommodation, monthly transportation, food. The tax is one-shot tax per year, 100 euro. It's for the campus participation and student life participation. The resident permit renewal, and of course insurance. The health insurance is free, up to 70% coverage, and then you can always have a complimentary health insurance, but it's for only 100 euro a year. Okay, so this is a top management school. That means we are surrounded by professionals and corporates and enterprises to really enrich this network and build this proximity, with the school. So you have access to the business world on a daily basis. A strong network can be really extremely useful to help you build your future career, and you will have some training periods. You'll have some business cases and serious games with practical cases coming from true life and true business life. We have also the InnoStart, the incubator, and it's ranked #1 for the proportion of graduates at Rennes School of Business that start their own business. So we are well known to have a strong incubator and help students build their own business. We also according to the Conférence des Grandes Écoles, we are a business school with the best passport to employment. Okay, so top 15 companies are recruiting: LVMH, Louis Vuitton, L'Oréal, Société Générale, Danone, of course the big four, KPMG, Price, PwC, and famous banks, Crédit Agricole, BNP Paribas, in all activity sectors. The last point of the program, and I will hand it over to my colleague Monica. Thank you.
Okay, so as Aude just mentioned, I'm going to talk about this great opportunity and the programs we handle and what we have for you. So Rennes School of Business has different opportunities. You can do bachelor, master's degree, executive MBAs, DBAs. We have everything complete. However, we want to focus on what really interested to you. That is our bachelor in management. So first is the teaching approach. We are very focused on learning by doing, learning by service as well. And there is this attraction, what we really care about, and is the impact that you're going to give to this program. Meaning that thinking about the country, the society, what outcome you're going to have after studying this program with us. So let's talk about the undergraduate program. As you know, in France and United States, it's a little bit different, the education system. Basically, because in the US, it's a 4-year program. Whenever you finish your community college, you transfer to a 2-year program. And then in France, it's a little bit different. It's the bachelor degree, it's only 3 years. So meaning that in less time, you're going to have this opportunity to obtain your bachelor in management. It doesn't mean that the quality is different or the quantity in terms of classes is different. It's just the educational system. But in terms of credits, the ones that you're going to have are going to count for you. And then you can move, instead of doing the 3 complete bachelor with us, you can just move after you complete your associate degree and do 1 year and obtain your bachelor in management. Why we have to choose this program, you might ask. First, because we have a really excellent ranking. We're in the top 15. And then it is important for you to think about some benefits that you will get with this bachelor, sorry. You have guaranteed transfer credits. You're going to save time because instead of doing 2 years, you're going to do 1 year. This program is ACSB accredited. So if you want to go back to States, your bachelor is going to be validated in any institution. You're going to save money because, of course, instead of spending 2 years, it's going to be 1 year. And we're going to talk later about prices. The international environment and exposure as well. This bachelor includes 8 weeks internship, meaning that you're going to have not only in the school having this relationship with different nationalities, but also when you start working. And of course, when you finish your bachelor degree, you can pursue a master degree with an automatic scholarship of 15% off. Okay, can you go back a little bit, please? Thank you. It's important for you to mention, and Aude is going to go deep into this, that we are FAFSA eligible. And in this full-time program, in the 3rd year, you can focus on a specialization or track, meaning that you're going to do a bachelor in management with a specialization either in marketing, finance, or supply chain. So this is important for you to know that even though you're going abroad, you can also have a specialization in this program. Now you can move to the other one. This is the common courses that we will have. I'm not going to go very in detail, but it's important for you to know that you're going to have interpersonal negotiation. You're going to see part of human resources, innovation, marketing, project management, those kind of updated courses that will help you to get into the world life. You're also going to have 3 hours of French, 2 hours of French courses per semester. So if you're trying to get a new language, this is going to be a new option for you to start practicing your French. And of course, here in the right side, you can see according on the track that you're gonna choose, those are the classes that you're gonna see. For example, finance, marketing, or supply chain. Okay, after, and if you want, we can forward you the final brochure so you will be able to see the courses and everything. Can you go back? What do you need in order to apply for this program? So, yes, a little bit that one. First, you need to apply through our platform. It's called Full Fabric, but here's the link. In this platform, we're gonna request your English test, but I know you already speak English and that you're taking classes in English, so it is not necessary to have the English test. However, in order to graduate, you might need to present an official exam. It can be either TOEIC, TOEFL, IELTS, one of these B2 proficiency tests. Also, you need a recommendation letter, your CV, your transcript, and this is very important. You also need to have your associate degree from College of Canyons. This is important for you in order to apply. After you submit your application, you're gonna have interview. It's an online interview where you're gonna record yourself, and it's a 10 minutes. It's really friendly, easy. And then your program director is the one who is gonna review this interview. And then after 2 or 3 weeks, you're gonna receive your acceptance letters. So this is the process. It's very friendly. Aude is gonna be there to help you, to walk you through in all this process. So it is important for you to keep this in mind. Please try to, we're gonna open admissions, usually since September, by end of September, we're gonna open this admission. So try to do it in advance. Our deadline is May 2025, but if you can do it the earlier, the better. Okay. What's the price? So can you go back? The price of the program is 11,000 euros. The entire program, meaning the 12 months that you're gonna be with us. You're gonna have some scholarship opportunities up to 2,000 euros. We do have a solidarity scholarship for the ones who need some financial help or assistance. We also have a talent scholarship dedicated for students that have an outstanding GPA. And then we have the on-frame thinking. As Aude said, we really want you to be different in a good way. So what have you done in order to do to be a great profile? It can be if you're an athlete, it can be if you have created your own company, or if you have contributed to the society. Anything that you believe you make the difference is gonna be a great fit for apply to this scholarship. And then, as I said before, if you want to pursue your master's degree, you're going to have an automatic scholarship of 15%. Okay. What happened or after the students, when they finish their bachelor, what happened next? So 85% of them, they pursue their studies and they continue doing their masters. And then 50%, they start doing or they start looking for an employee. So it's important for you to know that you have two options and you can take either one of them. Yes, Jessica, you're gonna get your bachelor's in 1 year. These are the master. I'm not gonna go very into detail because right now we're trying to focus on the bachelor's, but these are the masters that we have available for you. You can see we have finance, marketing, supply chain, negotiation and geopolitics, cultural, creative and luxury industries, Master of Science in International Management. So for you just to have an idea of what can you do next if you want to pursue your studies in a master program. And then here's who is going to talk a little bit more about FAFSA.
Yes, yes, the good news is that our foreign institution or management school is one of the few, really very few French schools FAFSA eligible. Only 8 of them are, and among the top ones, HEC, INSEAD, and ESSEC, and Rennes School of Business is fully FAFSA eligible to provide you the access to direct loans, so unsubsidized loans, subsidized loans, and parent plus loans or grad plus loans. So we cannot provide Pell Grants because we are not based in the US and we are not an American school and institution, but we allow you to get access to these awards, you know, according to eligibility of sub and sub, even parent plus loans. Okay, so that's the school number, federal code number that you will need to keep in mind, 041598. When you apply to your FAFSA. And of course, it's an application per academic year. So the upcoming one will be accessible soon for 25-26. I'll be the person in charge of compiling all that and calculating your words and presenting you the offer letter. So I think we wrapped up everything.